We are live. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Live from Morgan Terrace, isn't we, Paulie?
Yeah,
On this very wet evening, isn't it? It's been really damp in Gloucestershire today, and it's gone really humid, hasn't it? All of a sudden,
really muggy.
It's gone very, very
Hot
muggy.
and humid and muggy.
It has. I was just fiddling with my Facebook just to see if it's gone on there, and has it appeared on the? No, it's not appeared. It's gone on the thing again. So I don't know what that's about. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this Tuesday evening, because we swap and change, don't we, Ray, with our lives. So we do apologise, but it's just what's going on in our life, and we don't want to miss them, so we do them whenever we can. Next week we're back to Thursday. You'll be pleased to hear, or some will be pleased to hear. So, has it come on? Yeah. Oh, I say. So there we are. So like I say, we stream this to Facebook as well, and to LinkedIn for those that are on LinkedIn, and just to give people different platforms to watch us. So if you're on any of those, you can watch them there.
Yeah, and it's also on Snapchat.
No, it's not.
MSN.
And
Grindr.
No, it's not. It's definitely not on there. Anyway, we've already seen there's lots of people in the chat already. For you, those that you know that have been here for quite a while, please put question in front of any questions you've got for us. We're here to answer anything about anything really. So cruise travel, our weekend in Blackpool. We just had a fantastic weekend in Blackpool, which those that follow us on Facebook and Instagram will know what we've been up to. But please ask us any questions about that. So let's see who was first here. And today it was Joseph from New York. So hope this is not a silly question. Do you start counting down to your cruise, or avoid the day you book, or wait until a few weeks before? Thanks again for all the info. I've got a countdown app on my phone. So we count down. As soon as I book a cruise, I put it on my phone. What would you do, Paulie?
I don't do anything.
No, he doesn't.
I'm even surprised that you've said you. I mean, with our group, with our group cruise, we had a countdown, and I gotta be honest, we're in a very fortunate position where we cruise a lot, so it still is a big thing. Obviously, it's a big thing. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. But I think if you're cruising once a year, or you've got something big booked for like 2 years' time, I can understand more so on the countdown. But I didn't even know Carole had a countdown. She had a countdown. For my retirement
for 10 years.
It went just over 10 years.
It was just over 10 years. But yes, I've got a countdown app on my phone. It's quite an old app, actually. I need to update it because it doesn't do anything amazing. It's just it's quite a dull app. But anyway, I know there's a few people in our. I know that sounds funny, but there's better apps now out there, isn't there, that do fireworks and different things. You
nearly left an opening then for me to say something.
Did I?
Yeah, but I didn't.
But we got plenty of people that do countdowns to our group cruises in our Discord chat. Carl is very good at that, as is Bob. So we've got lots of people that do countdowns for us too. So that's brilliant. So Gillian's here saying good evening. Looking forward to hearing about Blackpool and all the other chat. Brilliant. Thank you for joining us. Joseph is just saying thank you for all the great info on your voyages. We watched them many times. We set sail this November on Kyum2. When we saw Kyum2 come into New York 21 years ago. She's a beautiful ocean liner. She is indeed. Most definitely. And it's a very, very special going out of New York. So you will have a fantastic time. Sherry said she had surgery yesterday, maybe leaving hospital right after the time the live starts. So stick around if I can. Well, I hope you're all, sorry, my papers were flying around there. Hope you're able to get home and recover well. So let's have a look to see who's here. Rose is here, so let's see Rose Bruce.
Rose.
And Jack is here saying, hello, patiently wait to the live, makes my day a happy one.
Well, that's lovely for you to say.
That's lovely. Anna and Mike are here saying hi to everyone. And then we got Barbara saying hi everyone from a rather dull Highcliffe-on-Sea.
Oh no, Barbara, you're the yardstick that we set our sunny days by.
Well, it is. Yeah. Well, it has been miserable today, hasn't it?
It is. It has, and it is.
So Catherine's here. So let me see Catherine. Sorry, do you know my phone changed to Lillian? So yes, I had a brilliant afternoon with the gang. Yeah, Catherine joined us in Blackpool. A few people that lived in that area came to meet us. Well, actually, Catherine came all the way from Barnsley on the train and had a horrific journey home.
It took Catherine 17 hours to get there and 4 days to get back. She's actually just got home.
Exactly. But we met Izzy, came from the Isle of Man, and we obviously met Carla and Andy that came from Lancashire, and then we met Amanda and Chris that actually live near Blackpool, and also obviously Johnny and Will was there, and I haven't missed anyone out, have I? Hopefully.
I was there.
You were there. Yeah. And Catherine said, I've got a little present for you. She said, it's a bit early, but look at this. I've got another pen, but it's a Father Christmas pen. So you know how I love my pen. So it's been working well already, Catherine. So thank you so much.
So I get the cast-offs.
Yes, Paul does get the cast off. And I also want to say thank you to Carla, who gave us a little bag of goodies of all snacks to Carla and Andy if they're here. I presume they're going to be here. I haven't seen them in the chat yet. So I'll wait to see if they're in the chat and I can share you the fabulous gifts that they gave us. So Catherine is saying it's everywhere. It's dark and grey here in Barnsley, but warm. So yes.
Like us, and only dark and grey.
Yeah, well, mine grey. I got my hair done this week. My hairdresser hurt her hand, so I've been. She was supposed to do my hair about 3 weeks ago, so I'll be glad to get to the hairdressers on Friday. So David Webb says wet down south, but thankfully no wind. Plenty of wind here, isn't there, Paulie?
Yeah, it's not bad outside.
So let's see. So Jim and Dwayne are here.
Evening.
So Eden P&C and the party gang. Exactly that. Rose has been out picking blackberries and she's made them into muffins. We'll have one with a coffee while we're watching the live. Very nice. Very nice. And Anna Micah saying it sounds lovely. It does.
It does sound lovely.
It does.
I've had a blueberry muffin, but never a blackberry muffin.
Oh, when we went to London, Rose made us some muffins, didn't she? That we took home, which were lovely.
And they were fabulous. They didn't. Many didn't make it home, as I recall.
No, they didn't. They didn't. So Jim and Dwayne's just saying, how many times did Carole close her eyes going up the tower? Quite a few, because it's you know me and my height. So I was thinking I want to go up there, but I'm really scared that I'm going to have one of my silly panic attacks like I did in Banff. But actually, for anyone that's got a fear of heights and wants to do the Blackpool Tower, you actually feel very safe because you're in the lift and obviously you can see out. I didn't look on the way up, but once I got to the top and you walk out, there is the glass platform, but actually there's a lot of metal around you, so I felt quite safe. And then I managed, if you've seen our shorts, well, not our shorts, our reels on Facebook, I managed to get on the glass and have my photo taken with Paulie. So, and actually the views were lovely from it there, weren't they, Paulie? It was really good. And all the time I was in Blackpool, I was looking for I'm big on my baubles, but I was really looking for a bauble, but instead now I couldn't find a bauble, so I bought myself a medal. Look at that. I conquered the Blackpool Tower, so I can hang that on my tree. Oh, and Paulie won an alien, didn't you? On his
I think I got the better deal.
So we had so much fun at the amusement arcade.
Is this
doing the camel derby?
And is this more scary than your tortoise?
Oh yes. Ah dear. So yes, it was great fun. So yes, Andy and Carla are here. So Andy and Carla bought us a lovely bag of all gifts from Lancashire, which they know that we love our crisps. It's black pudding and mustard crisps.
Oh my God,
which was so delicious.
Next level.
And also
the very famous Blackpool Blackburn, where are they from? Lancashire treat.
Stroop
waffles.
Carla's originally from Hanover. She was trying to teach us how to say stroop waffles. So yeah, I don't know if you've ever tried these, but they're absolutely delicious. And what we didn't know, and you can actually see it's that side, isn't it? You can see on the thing that Carla said, well, do make sure you put yours on the top of your cup of tea or coffee because they're round, as you can see, and then the caramel melts in the middle. Oh my, we didn't do that with them before when we had them.
We had no idea.
So I put them on top of my cup, and Paul's cup was so big his nearly fell in.
And they did buy 4 of those for us. There's only one remaining.
Oh.
Now, it's a bit like an Eccles cake.
It is.
But a little bit
buttery,
different. But delicious.
So it hasn't really helped our healthy eating.
Carol's had her 2. I've only had my 1.
You've had 3.
Got 1. I haven't had 3.
No, you've had 2. Anyway, but thank you, Andrew Carter. It was so good to see you guys. So good to see everyone. We laughed so much. It was awesome. So Reese is here. Good evening, P&C, and all the lovely people in the chat.
Evening all.
And Corinne's here as well. Good evening all. Happy Tuesday. So MJ Wilkins just saying, or just seen some news that P&O have cancelled more cruises, have they? Looks like Iona or Arvia in October 27. Right, haven't seen that news because we've been busy doing bits and bobs around the house before we... I
find it incredible that they could cancel a cruise that far in advance. What could be so wrong that they've cancelled it? I mean, surely those dates have only been out for 5 minutes.
Yeah, but there's obviously had a rescheduling, or there's maintenance, or there's something, isn't there, that's going on. And in Carla saying they start, which is Carla does all the countdowns in Discord. I start a countdown the moment I booked a cruise. Next one, Christmas Market River Cruise. Yes, it's 125 days away.
We're doing a Christmas
We
Market
are,
River
and it's
cruise,
125 days away.
Is it? What's the
It
chances?
is. I know.
Oh, wow.
I know. It's all booked. It's all sold out now. That our river cruise. So if you want to see what group cruises we're doing, just go to our group cruise page on our website. There are still some spaces on some of them, but 2 of them are fully booked now. So Mandy and Chris are here, even though I had a lovely day on Saturday. We did. We just laughed so much. It was lovely to see you guys. So let's see. Reese is asking, we are doing our first celebrity cruise on Millennium around Japan on Saturday, and would love any advice on how different celebrity is compared to Royal, P&O, and Morella. Celebrity cruises are different because their classes are very different. The Edge class is very different to the Solstice class, which I believe is very different from the Millennium class because that's the smallest of all 3 of the classes that Celebrity do. So we've only got experience in Solstice and Edge. And out of those 2, I would definitely go back on the Edge class again. Solstice, we enjoyed Celebrity Eclipse, but we did find the ship very noisy. Wherever you went, there was music on. It was a very lively ship. There was entertainment. There was activities. And it was hard to find quiet spaces. So the difference for me comparing to Royal, P&O and Morella is on those other ships, we could find quiet places to go, even if there was stuff going on. But
again, it depends what class of Royal, P&O and Morella. With my not, because you know what my knowledge is like, I'd say Royal Caribbean's the most like Celebrity, and P&O Morella, I would say, is nothing like Celebrity. But what I do know is that ship is the only one that Robbie Williams has written a song about.
Yes, Millennium. But also, I hear good things about Millennium. I mean, I know it's older and it's a little bit sort of got a little bit more character from an age perspective. But I think Bob and Holly Innocent Abroad did a vlog series on that particular ship, so I'd check that out. But also, you're going to Japan, and I think any ship that goes to Japan, you're going to have an amazing time, because sometimes trips are about the ship, sometimes trips are about the destiny. Well, it is destiny, your destination. And well, it is, isn't it? And
it's Japan, not your destiny, I think.
Well, maybe they're destined to go to Japan. It's their destiny. Anyway, the destination, and Japan is such a fantastic country that whatever you do there, the ship is secondary to doing such a fantastic itinerary like that. So I think you'll have a fantastic time. We've also found there's food very good on Celebrity on both classes of ship. Entertainment is very good. They're very good. Their shows are excellent. If you love music, there's music everywhere, isn't there? So yeah. So that was, I think you'll have a great time regardless, Reese. So enjoy. Kevin B's in the house. Yo from a very warm New York City. 36 degrees. Wow.
That's 100, isn't it?
Well, it is nearly, isn't it? You double it, add 30.
I would say double it and add 28.
Why is that?
Because that's what I was always taught. Double it and add 28, and that's the other one.
So how much is that?
100.
52. Oh yes, it is. Maths isn't my strongest subject. Really? So let's see. So Rose said she starts her countdown when she pays the balance. Oh, that's very you've got some control there, Rose. Ken and Lindsay just popped in. Say hi before specialty dining tonight. We hope you enjoy your meal. Thoroughly enjoyed your live last night. They were live from Oceana Vista. So if you want to know more about cruising with Oceana, go and check out their live, and obviously follow them now on their Facebook and Instagram where they're sharing their experience. David's asking us, do you have any future plans to sail on Princess New Sphere class ship Sun and Star? We haven't got plans at the moment, but we'd like to. So yes, but no plans at the moment. So just going to go back over the good news from Princess. Actually, we talked last week, didn't we, about their changes to their packages. And actually, they've actually now listened to people that were...
because it wasn't people, it was us specifically. No. They said, we saw Paul and Carol's live and we realised we made a horrible mistake. So we're going to change it back to what it was like before. That may or may not be true.
Exactly. But they're now not counting specialty coffees within the 15 drinks of the package. And they're also, if you want canned soda and it's available, they will give it you rather than the fountain soda. So that's two things that people were up in arms about when it comes, quite rightly, because it's why. The other thing that people are still upset about is that soft drinks are still included, which sadly they are. But water's not. You can get up to 12 bottles of water a day. But anyway, so that's just a little update about that. Reese says he starts his countdown after cruise has ended, waiting for the next one. Yes, exactly. People are saying to Ken and Lindsay, how many Prosecco's tonight? Yes. That was the tiebreaker on our scavenger hunt on our group cruise, was how many Prosecco's. Well, it was champagne, actually, wasn't Ken and Lindsay had at their meal in Catch by Rudy.
I think Lindsay's going to have an extra hand grafted onto her arm, so she's got enough fingers to count how many Prosecco she has.
So yes, that's fun. So Jim and Dwayne saying, did Paul get to play the Tower Ballroom big organ?
Well, I could do an Mrs. innuendo there, but no, I didn't. I didn't have a go on the Wurlitzer, but I have to say I was fascinated by it. And the bloke playing it was really good. And he was really knowledgeable, and he was very, very entertaining.
He was his parents, wasn't it? He's been going to the ballroom since he was a kid.
Yeah, and he must have been.
Yeah, he must have been in his 60s. Do you think he's older than that?
He's older than that. No, I said he was closer to 80 than 60.
Oh, he didn't look that old.
Mate, you were about 400 yards away.
No, I wasn't. I did go quite close to him when we danced around. We danced around the ballroom. It was such a special. Paul and I can just about do a waltz. It's not a very good one, but we can do it sort of. And we do it for about 4 steps, for about 4 turns, then we get all a bit wobbly, and then we start again. But you know what? It was just so magical going around that dance floor and just thinking about all the people that have actually danced on that floor. And also we're big fans of Strictly, and you know they say about going to the ballroom and the floor's bouncy. It is really when bouncy. You get on it,
but not so much around the outside. It's more so right in the middle. Center. So when you're doing your laps and you got Carole going, put your arm up and I'm going, concentrate on your feet instead of my arm.
Because I would get the giggles, and Paul gets his hair off with me, but we managed it, and thanks to Johnny and Will, they videoed a bit snippets so we could share it with everyone on our social media. Yeah, someone said that we had a little bit of gap in though, Paulie.
It was Ken.
Yeah. Oh dear. Right. Anyway, so let's see what other questions we got today.
Well, we haven't got to 7 o'clock yet, Annie. So
Rose says she needs to pick more blackberries to make a crumble. Oh, lovely. Johnny and Will are here. So lovely, Johnny and Will. We had such good fun with them in Blackpool. Everyone poo-poos Blackpool. And we were talking about this to Amanda and Chris, who live there. Everyone said, Blackpool's a bit of a dump, etc. But you know what? It's just full of fun. It's a cheesy seaside town, but it's full of good pubs. We have had some great restaurants. We stayed at the Holiday Inn, which worked out fab. We've just actually put together, I'll talk about our video for Friday. So we just put together a video about, because we thought, you know what, this is such a good find that we want other people to know it's here. So we put this up that's going out on Friday. So check that video out. Our patrons that have already had early access to that. So, but it was great. Everything about it was just fun, wasn't it? We had good weather, which always helps as well, doesn't it? So, yeah. But Blackpool is a fun place to go, and we'd like to go back for the illuminations.
Yes,
because we've never done that, have we? So, everyone's talking about crumble now. Jim and Dwayne are saying, I love a rhubarb crumble and custard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rhubarb's a bit too tart for us, isn't it? We do like a crumble because I just love that crumbly top crisp.
I think apple and blackberry is where it's at.
We had some lovely cherry crumble on one ship, didn't we?
And blueberry.
Blueberry crumble. Yeah. Anyway, Davina's saying hi to everyone. So hi, Davina. And Mark's here, Mark and Sheila, even from an overcast North Wales. So, yeah, it seems like it's a bit... Oh no, Nat and Al are here. Hello, the happy campers in sunny Wales. So it must be sunny in the south of Wales then, because they're in Pembrokeshire.
Yeah. Evening, Natalie and Anna.
Yes.
And Dottie and Trickle Pickle.
Yeah, that's the dogs, obviously. Well, it might not be, might it? Good morning, Paul and Carole from sunny Surprise, Arizona. We're on our way to 108 degrees today. Looking forward to the Louvre today. That's obviously the live. Right, let's see what next question you got. Keith just had rhubarb and orange crumble. Oh,
that's just mad.
That's just mad. Yes,
crazy. I don't think we can top that, to be honest.
Let's see. Oh, and Sue's here. Hello, it's so nice to see you on Sunday in Blackpool train station. Hope you didn't mind me saying hello. I love following you too. Keep doing what you're doing. You're the best. Thank you, Sue, for coming and saying hello. It was bedlam, wasn't it? We had a train about 12:30 and from Blackpool to Preston, and we remembered to get off because you're not going to believe this. On our way to Blackpool, we were sat in a seat that didn't have a window. So this is the excuses for why we missed a stop. And then Paul was watching a film on his phone, and I thought, what am I going to do? So I thought, I'm going to have a look at TikTok. Paul keeps going on about how good TikTok is and funny. And I put my headphones in and started going through TikTok, and I got addicted to watching these dog videos that were flying all over the place. And I was in hysterics. And the next thing I know, Paul sort of nudged me, went, we've missed it. I said, what do you want? We've missed it. And we missed Preston, and we end up in Lancaster. So there's lessons learnt there, isn't there? Not to go on TikTok.
Well, I think I don't want to blame anybody, and this is a genuine one now where I usually blame you. But like Carole said, we had no window to our left. So when you come into a station, you couldn't see the sign saying welcome to Preston.
We couldn't see a TV.
So that should have made us more. We were both listening to stuff, but there was a screen, but the screen was behind our heads, and we didn't even see the screen till we got up to get off. Because it was so literally above our eyes.
We live and learn. Yes. As travel vloggers. You think we know better. But anyway, going back to Sue, it was absolute bedlam, wasn't it? Going out of Blackpool. And it was like bun fight to get on that train from Blackpool to Preston. But actually, once we got to Preston and then got to Birmingham and then to Cheltenham and Gloucester, actually, it was we had a very civilized journey. Very civilized. But it was lovely to see you in the train station. We chatted for quite a while. So thank you so much for coming and saying hi.
It was nice to see, Sue, that we both, all of us concerned, adhered to the proper queuing to get on the train.
Well, we had started, hadn't we? But then everyone just come from everywhere, and it was just like oh my god, if we don't get this, we're going to have to wait for the next one. We're going to miss our connections.
Yeah, you either get swept up in it or you fall on the floor.
Exactly. So Grace is here on Facebook. Like evening. So A saying hi guys, you look familiar. Yes, you may have seen us once or twice. And Karen's here saying hello, everyone. Hope everyone is well. And Lauren Sidder in the house. So nice to see you guys as always. And Jane is greetings from Somerset. So lovely. Dave said, that's it. I'm off to the shops for crumble ingredients. Yes. Craig's here. So love to see Craig.
Evening all.
And Andy and Chris is saying evening all across all platforms. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Right. Let's see what other questions we've got. Corinne's asking a question. Have you ever visited Mayo on the Algarve? I know it's a tender port, so it's easy to just wander to town or best to find a beach. We haven't, Corinne, but hopefully someone in the comments might have and they can help you out with that. Michael and Laurie are here. Lauren, I would say Laurie. And Lauren are here from Foothill Ranch, California. Right. Florida and Lionel here too. Good evening to both of you.
Good evening all.
Let's have a look. So Slimo 71, hello from Gloucester.
I think that's double I, mate.
Simo 71. Hello, I'll go on my second, but my partner's first cruise in 3 weeks on the Morella Discovery. Enjoy. Those people that, if anyone wants to join us, we booked a Morella cruise. We booked the Morella medleys, musical medleys for October next year. If you go to our group cruise page, you can see the dates that we booked. It's not an official group cruise. It's an unofficial group cruise where we just thought, you know what, we'll tell everyone we're going on there. And we know Morella's a lot of fun. So if you want to join us, there won't be anything organised on the trip, but we'll be there
especially us.
Well, no, but we'll be there to say hi and have a drink with you and have a dance or whatever. So
where are you in Gloucester, Simo? Or are you Gloucester or outskirts? Or let us know in the chat.
Exactly. Dave's here. Dave and Jim. Hey, Dave. So
evening, Dave.
Lovely to see you. If Ozzy's funeral tomorrow, I have no idea. Do you?
No idea.
For those that don't know, that's Ozzy Osbourne. who's a big iconic rock star in the UK. I'm sure around the world, actually, that people know.
Iconic rock star around the world. And the sad individuals that like to AI stuff. On TikTok yesterday, they showed Ozzy Osbourne's funeral with Brian May carrying a guitar alongside the coffin. Couple of interesting things about that. One, Ozzy Osbourne didn't play guitar. Two, his funeral hasn't happened yet.
There's a lot of AI stuff going on around on YouTube, but so be selective with what you watch, because there's a lot of cruising stuff we're seeing appearing.
A couple of channels that have popped up.
We've found 4 or 5 that a lot of cruise bloggers are talking about. That's total AI, and it's coming out with things that aren't accurate. So,
and stealing people's videos.
Yes, and using other people's content.
When contacted by said people, they give them a load of abuse.
So yes, it'll be interesting to watch that space. AI is a difficult one, isn't it? It's it can be useful for lots of things, but it's going to impact us all, I think. And sadly, these videos are getting lots of views.
But interestingly, on AI as well, and other people have touched upon this, when you Google stuff now, you usually get an answer from AI. Don't take that as gospel. Because I Googled something today about my camper tires and what pressure I should put in. And I thought, I just wonder what they say. And they said that I should have 80 pounds in my camper tires. And I've just gone out and read the camper tires on the sidewall, and it says they're only safe to operate up to 55 pounds. So if I'd have put 80 pounds in them, there's a fair chance they would have all exploded.
Yeah.
So
yeah, be careful.
If you want to know what the truth is, just ask Google Claire, and she'll tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Craig saying, do the glass bottom on the tower again. Yes, I would, because actually I felt quite safe up there, and we were John and Will, who were just so lovely and supportive, and I went right up to the top, and there's netting all over it as well, which is a shame because it does obscure the view in some areas, but I didn't feel like I was vulnerable, like hanging in a cable car on a rope. Do you know what I mean? So Carole's here from a very hot Florida, so great to see you. And Claire's saying, please don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, if you enjoy our lives, please give us a thumbs up.
On the old
and give us a comment after the live's finished as well, because that always helps too. Cruising Fanatics saying we have a little countdown blackboard currently showing 2 as Thursday is cruise day. Woo! Well, that is good. That is good.
So whose job is it to get up and wipe off the 2?
Well, it would be mine,
and change it to the. I wasn't asking amongst us. Of course, it's going to be yours. But I just wondered amongst who in their gang was responsible.
Well, don't know. So Tina's here. So obviously, Tina, I'm going to count into my December Christmas market cruise with Ambassador Ambience. Yeah, lovely. We definitely want to get an ambassador. And Grace is waiting for another Southampton meetup. Yes.
Have we not told her about that one in a couple of weeks?
No, we haven't, Grace. No. Definitely next time we're there, we will let you all know. Don't you worry about that.
We might even just come down.
For a meetup.
Just for a meetup.
Yes.
Not even going on a cruise.
Yes, exactly. We have been thinking about that. It's just finding dates, because we've got quite we've had a quite few months, because obviously Paul's been doing his racing, but we're hotting up again the next couple of months. Hotting up. We've got a really busy August, September, and October, which we're very excited about. So, but we'll give you more news about that in a while. Life in the Parks is here, so love to see you guys. And Angela hates to say you're braver than me on that glass from Blackpool. It was weird. It was weird, but I'm glad I did it. So Barnsley Tykes in the house to say hello. So
hello.
Thank you very much. Trudy's here. Naughty Trudy. Hi, Paul and Carole. Good evening, everybody in the chat. Paul, give Big John my love. So
I will indeed.
Yeah, you'll send a love to John. And we always pass your messages on, so thank you. Craig's at Craig?
Is he Australian?
I don't know. No, Craig isn't. He's from Essex.
I thought you.
Have you been on Explorer Journey ships? I saw a vlog the other day. It looked good, although probably out of our budget. They do look fantastic ships. They're the luxury end of MSC. We haven't had a look at the pricing for that. Well, we haven't had we're not looking to cruise on it, sorry, because the pricing it is pricey.
But once it's down to £60 a day, we're going to be all over.
And I'm just thinking, if I wanted to go on a luxury ship, would I pick MSC luxury rather than someone else's luxury? But it is getting very good reviews. So Tony's saying hello from Facebook. So lovely seeing that it's on Facebook. Excuse me. Laura says, hello all. Always enjoyed the live. It seems a good time has had all in Blackpool. Having a lovely, moderate and dry day here. So Laura's in Rotterdam.
We had a fabulous time.
So Colette's here saying that she hope you well enjoyed your trip to Blackpool. We came back last week from our first Saga cruise with my 95-year-old parents and had a wonderful time. The staff are amazing. Yes, we had a great experience on Saga too.
We did, we have, and we'd like to do it again.
And saying a turtle's scarier than your alien.
Well,
do you know? Look at them eyes, though.
Maybe I just sneak up on them.
Catherine says, yes, she's just got to Leeds Station, not home yet. You did? You took about, oh gosh, it was hours and hours.
I thought when Catherine said how long it took her to get there, I thought she was on one of them things that you have to pump up and down.
Yeah. Oh, what's that film that we haven't watched? I need to watch that. We haven't watched that for ages. With the
Blazing Saddles.
Mr. Beans, yeah.
No, more beans, Mr. Taggart, yeah.
So Blazing Saddles,
I can't imagine that would be allowed to be on the telly today. But
why is it naughty? Well, it is a bit. Yes, it is very naughty.
Really?
So Grace is just recommending that me and Mum just watched Amy Bradley's Missing on Netflix. Definitely worth watch. Have you got that on the to-do list?
No, but that's Royal Caribbean ship or something. I have heard about it. I've heard people talking about it.
Yeah, she went missing, didn't she?
Yeah, we've currently got about 750 hours of TV to watch, and I'm going to have to change the Skybox soon because the one we've got is out of date. So some things you have to, but you can get them again. You can download them again. And
Robert's here. So Robert from Guernsey. So lovely to see you.
Even Robert.
Laura's saying that Anne's going to share a picture of a turtle in Discord. You must Laura, do that, Anne.
You don't. It'll give you sleepless nights, honestly.
She is after the live. Fabulous. Brendan saying, I loved Celebrity Ascent, my favourite ship. The Edge class, I think they are our favourite in Celebrity. The Edge class, they've got the wow factor, haven't they? They really have. And they've got some quieter spaces that you can actually go to. So Trudy's asking, Paul, I really like your cakes. Do you get Larry cakes where you are?
Do you mean lardy cakes?
Where you are, if it's not good to salt.
If it's a lardy cake, we definitely do, and they are delicious. And in Gloucester, they're not called lardy cakes; they're called drippers.
They are. We call them drippers,
or Gloucester drips. And yes, they are delicious, warmed up, and they each contain 4 million calories. But lovely.
Laura said, talking of great fruit cakes, my colleague bought a freshly baked plum cake in with plums from their tree. It was so good and moist and not too sweet.
I've never had a plum cake in my life.
Karen saying, for obviously Reese and Catherine, we did the Japan cruise on Millennium, had a fabulous time, both on the ship and visiting on the sites. Food on Millennium was great. Well, thank you so much for that. Stephen saying, so glad Princess have changed their packages now. Get canned Coke in both drinks package. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no problem, Stephen. It's our pleasure, mate. So must be hot in here. Oh, my ice is melted.
It is, and my ice is not. Don't drink as much. So let's have a look. So Susan looks like she's here from Barcelona. I presume that's what you mean. And Warren's here. You're live, and so am I. Happy day from San Antonio. 98 degrees, Texas. Karen has just made it. A bit late. Doesn't matter. With these lives, dipping in and out is not a problem whatsoever.
But give us a thumbs up. Why are you doing it?
MJ's just saying that, confirmed Iona 30th October 2027 cancelled operational reasons. Bit lame, looks bad on PLO cancelling that far.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. It does. It's like, so as a multinational billion-dollar company, which is obviously P&O is part of, are they seriously saying that in 26 months they couldn't sort that issue out? In 26 months?
It's obviously an itinerary issue, isn't it? They've obviously changed. They've obviously, from what I can see from that, because it can't be something wrong with the ship, or they're organising either a refurbishment or an update to something.
So why didn't they tell people that instead of putting that old baloney on there?
Operational
and issues. Insulting people's intelligence.
Well, because
we're adults. We can take the truth. If they say, well, actually what it is, where the Sky Dome's got a big crack in it, we're going to put a new glass on it, it's going to take a fortnight.
Because then people worry that the Sky Dome had a big crack in it, it might fall on their head, because that's how people are.
No, but
sometimes you give
bloggers would be going on there hoping it would.
Well,
I went on Iona and the Sky Dome fell on my head.
Don't. I start my countdown as soon as I book my cruise. Yes, same. Debbie's saying that she just returned from 16 nights on Queen Anne, and I have to say it was a great cruise, fantastic service, and great food. Has obviously improved since you're on the North. Yes, it has, definitely.
The only way was up, to be fair, so I'm very pleased. We're loving all the people telling us how things have improved. We've had some people saying, "Oh, there's still a bit of issue with this, bit of issue with that," but the general consensus is that it is improving all the time.
And I think people that are newer to cruising are loving Queen Anne because it's modern and it's got lots of lovely areas. Still, the old Cunardians that love the older, Victoria and Elizabeth and Mary are saying that they prefer the olders, like us. We do, because we are they're a bit more traditional. But I go on Queen Anne. Well, actually, we're looking to go back on Queen Anne, weren't we, to try it out? But we can't fit in the dates, sadly. But I'd like to get on there at some point. Laura saying, was there a water filling station on Princess ships? Didn't see them at all, did you?
I don't recall seeing one, no.
Colette's saying, I'm on Piano Azur on Thursday around Greece. Any tips, please? Well, let us know your itinerary that you're going to, Anne, Colette. Otherwise, we can't really. No. Greece is quite a broad.
Quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So, so what's Bridget saying? How you would have been ticked to have a soda can be equal to an alcohol? Yeah, Bridget's just saying, Hollywood would have been ticked to have a soda can or special alcohol be equal to an alcoholic beverage. Imagine Princess had to hire extra phone centre staff. Yeah, I think they did.
But I think a soft drink still counts as a drink now, don't it? You were saying, but not the coffee.
Specialty coffee doesn't. That you can have that and it's not count, but soft drinks do, yes. Yeah. But the cans are back is what I think Bridget is saying. Yeah. Whereas they were just saying about fountain soda. Yeah, Laura saying that it must be chartered or going for a refresh would not make sense otherwise. Totally, I think it's Gillian saying, did you stay at the Holiday Inn near Blackpool Station? We did, and we were very impressed.
Blackpool North, and it's virtually brand spanking new, and I have to say,
it's been only about a year.
Yeah, but as I said, but in terms of hotels, that's very, very new.
Yeah.
all the rooms are lovely. Well, not all the rooms are lovely.
The video goes out Friday, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I'll shut up, man. You'll have to wait and see. Sorry, Julia.
No, it was a great choice. The video's out Friday, so make sure you put your notifications on our YouTube channel to make sure you watch that, because it's a great choice. If we went back to Blackpool, we'd definitely book it again. Lizzie Lou's in the house. Hello.
Evening, Lizzie Lou.
Kevin's here as well. Sorry I'm late. Took Mum out for a nice walk. Oh, lovely.
That's a good enough excuse for me.
MJ saying she always gets pips stuck in her teeth if she eats blackberry crumble, rhubarb all the way. Darren saying, I booked Arvia Christmas and New Year in the Caribbean. Best tip for me. Again, let us know what ports you're going to, Darren, and we can give you a bit more. Arvia we've not been on, but Iona is very similar. So I just
we've done a fair bit of the Caribbean, but yeah, give us a heads up where you're going, and we'll see what we can do.
Donna saying, whoopsie, been watering the garden. So I'm late. Poor Scott is on 12 hours all week. When was the last time we were in Blackpool?
2 days
2 days ago. But before that, I've only been to Blackpool on a hen weekend, and we popped there for the day when we were
it was sort
camping.
Of it was sort of half a day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And how long ago was that? Is that 18 months ago?
Probably maybe even 2 years.
Yeah.
So when you went there you've been there on a football tour, didn't you?
Yeah,
no,
I think that's before he was even going out with you, I think. It was like 30 odd years ago. That was, yeah.
So, yes, but always love to see Donna here. Bridget is saying that, is rhubarb custard pie, sugar, cream, eggs, and a bit of rhubarb? Well, it's heaven. Mum did stewed rhubarb with pineapple and a rhubarb jam with strawberries and pineapple. So good. It's not, you'd never think to put pineapple with rhubarb, would you?
But I don't. The rhubarb they're talking about is either a crumble or like a rhubarb tart. It's not the cut, and then you have custard over it. So it's not like yeah, I don't think it's what you think it is, Bridget. It's more like a crumble. What's a crumble made out of? Is that like pastry type stuff, but it's just crumbled? But it's no, it's not something. No, I don't know what.
I don't know if I've ever made a
but
crumble.
It's not something that's all together. You're going to make a crumble, Aaron? Is that what you said?
Flour eggs. I don't know. Frank and Jen have just said, hello, late to the party, been throw the ball for the entertainment of our old lady German Shepherd. Well, lovely to see you guys here. Jim and Dwayne are saying, do you think you enjoyed the ballroom because it gives you that traditional liner feel? Do you know, that's very interesting you say that, because as soon as you walked in Blackpool Tower, you could smell the age. And I know that it's not a horrible smell, but it's you know that it's just got so much history. A bit like when, I don't know if you've ever walked into the Savoy Hotel in London. It's got that sort of musty old smell, but it's not unpleasant. But am I explaining that right? Do you think
it smells of history?
It does smell of history. And we did get a question on our Facebook post when we put the reel of us dancing, and basically they were saying, how do you compare that with Cunard and the Queen's Room? And I gotta say, the ballroom beats Cunard just because of the whole grandeur of the thing. Cunard ballrooms, Queen's Rooms are fantastic on the older ships, aren't they? No doubt about it. But Blackpool, when you walk in, it is just like, oh, wow.
Because what you don't get to see when it's on Strictly is obviously only one episode of year on Strictly. But because of all the lighting, you don't see the ceiling, and the ceiling is spectacular, as is all the private boxes that surround the whole of the dance floor.
What are the private? There's the seating, isn't there?
I know, but all the boxes that aren't private that anybody can go in, anybody at all. You could parasail in, come on a parachute, climb up the side and get one of them boxes.
But it was absolutely fantastic. It was just, and we went there for afternoon tea. Johnny and Will kindly treated us for my birthday for afternoon tea, and the tea was fantastic. And what it did as well, which was better than Cunard, is it actually came out on a afternoon tea. What do you call it? Trays, not trays. Stand. And the food was delicious. The tea was really good. And then Johnny and I had some bubbles as well, some Beliga bubbles, which was nice, wasn't it?
You did.
So it was absolutely fantastic. And it was £25 a head, wasn't it, if there's 4? If there's less, I think it's a bit more if there's just 2 of you. So we thought it was excellent value for an afternoon tea. And that gives you time to actually spend in the ballroom and dance there till about 5:30.
But that includes you getting into the ballroom. You can't just stroll into the ballroom and go in there.
No, that normally costs £8 a person.
It's about £8 to get in. So realistically, the afternoon tea for 25 is like sort of paying 17, because you have to pay £8 to get in anyway.
And the service was so good.
Yeah, it was fabulous.
All local people, wasn't it? Although with the Blackpool accents, were just really up for a laugh. It was a really enjoyable day. Really enjoyable. Keith's saying that the orange looks really well with the rhubarb, but the best combo we found is rhubarb and ginger. You had ginger preserve, not ginger as such. Oh.
Well, either Johnny or Will was drinking rhubarb and ginger gin on the weekend, and they said it was lovely. Yeah,
well, I've had that with Deb the other week, didn't I? Yeah, that's lovely. Rhubarb and ginger gin. Very, very nice. Right, John is here, so it was lovely to see Johnny. And I'm just saying, hello, you two. New cruise here. What was the best cruise you've done? Oh. Best for itinerary, best for food, best for entertainment. There's so many different things. Cruises that stick in my head. That's just popped up is the Mekong River cruise, because that was just such an educational experience.
And Alaska on Connings Dam was pretty special because we had a Neptune suite as well. So there's all horses for courses, but there's what I'm very pleased to say is we've done 61 cruises, and I'd say that at least 50% of them were fabulous, and the vast majority were excellent. And a couple
that we wouldn't bother again.
A couple or 3 at the most were poopy pants.
Right, let's have a look. Jonathan, I'm looking at booking NCL for a 60th birthday. So Barcelona to Rome in 2026. We haven't tried NCL yet, but I hope we do whatever you want for your 60th, isn't it? I've got a yacht cruise booked. Woo-hoo! I can't wait for that. John is saying the story seems to be that the future will be an absolute avalanche of junk AI content. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the future. I think those that have got like an authentic channel where they use their voice and stuff and not a lot of B-roll, hopefully will stand out from the crowd of all the IA stuff. But you don't know, do you? AI. It's just, I think we're just going to all get buried in all this stuff, and it's going to get harder and harder to get views. And yeah, but there we are. It is the way the world we're going. We just have to go with it and see what we can do, isn't it?
I think my biggest bugbear with the AI thing is if you're supposed to label your content. When you put a video on YouTube, you're supposed to label your content if it's using AI. And obviously these people who, like I said, there's at least a couple of channels that have popped up, stealing other people's stuff and then using lots of AI. And obviously it's a human, because these people have been contacted. And like I said, they give you a load of abuse back. So they're obviously not nice people. But what needs to happen, they're getting a lot of views. And other people are going to see that, so they're going to follow suit, because unfortunately people are so desperate to be loved they'll almost do anything on YouTube. And using AI stuff, which probably takes a fraction of the time than it does for us to put a video together, so we're putting all the work in, they're getting all the views and all the money. But I think if people was labeling stuff as AI, if I say anything this AI, like when I go onto TikTok, if I say the creators label this as AI, I immediately block them. I don't want to see it. I'm not going to promote it. I mean, I've seen stuff on there where Princess Anne was talking about how much she hates Camilla, all completely AI, but you would have swore it was Princess Anne.
But you only know it's AI if they say it's AI, and that's the problem. Content creators aren't labeling their content. A bit like bloggers that go on a hosted trip. They don't put paid promotion on their videos.
Yeah.
It's the same things, isn't it? The people that aren't being honest with their audience, but one thing guarantee with us is you'll always get what you see, and that's all you can do. Is
maybe too honest sometimes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So it's frustrating, but yeah. So fear.
We can't stop that. All we can do is do what we do and keep doing it, isn't it? So Bridges is saying, will Brittany Morgan make an appearance in the Umbrella Cruise?
No, because it's maybe I'm gonna have to think of something.
Well, it's Halloween because it's going over October.
It's Halloween, but it's theatre based.
It's musicals.
Oh, well, I'd have to be the Phantom of the Opera, honey.
I bet So we need to think, I think, about taking something, not a huge fancy dress costume, but something to. Anyway, we'll have to think about that.
Yeah, we'll have to think of something that could scare somebody if something popped up.
Oh dear. Warren saying, have you ever had a little sticker from Blackpool Rock? I'm a fan of George Formby, Flanders and Swan too. That's a song, obviously. Do you know that, Paulie?
Have you ever had a little sticker Blackpool Rock? Obviously, I know who George Formby is. He's the bloke that does that grill, isn't it? You do your burgers on. Ding, ding, ling, ling, ling. Turned out nice again. I have heard of Flanders and Swan, but they are well before my time, and I'd have to ask my dad about them. But yes, I do know a lot of George Formby stuff, but I don't know the little stick of Blackpool Rock.
No, and we didn't buy any rock because we were worried that we'd lose our team. Well, no, Johnny. Will's just a mad on sweets. So let us know, Johnny. Have you ate them all yet? Because he bought quite a bit of rock.
Will ate his before they got off the ferry.
What I did see is, you see all those dummies hanging, the rock dummies. That reminded me of my family holidays with my mum and dad when we used to go to Barry Island, and I used to always want to have one of the dummy rocks. And used to just suck on it for hours. So, yeah. Jerry and Diana are right. A bit late, but better late than never.
That's right.
Yeah.
No problem.
And Wendy Wilkinson Morgan saying, hi, love your live chats. They're so helpful. You're very, very welcome. And Anthony saying, thoroughly enjoying your cruise adventures. Always puts a smile on our face. So crack on, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Trudy said, yes, she means lardy. This pre-emotive text is a B.
Yeah. No, yes, a good old Gloucester are quite famous for their lardy cakes, but like I said, they're called drippers, but they are fabulous.
So let's see. So Tony said we just got off Celebrity Apex, had a great time, Spain and Portugal. Yeah, fab ship. Dave's going to go shopping because of all the cake talk. Claire saying it's going to be obvious 5 years, so it must be dry dock time. Yeah, good.
But my big problem is, Claire,
why didn't they put that?
Why did they put them? Why did they put them dates
Yeah.
out? If they are now knowing in 26, 27 months' time that something's going to have to happen like that, why did they put them dates out in the first place? Because what's happened, I'm not going to cast aspersions, but what's happened now is people have deposited up for that cruise that P&O probably already knew wasn't going to go ahead, and now they're probably going to have to do something they don't want to do because of their deposit, because they're not very forthcoming in giving you money back. And it's like, oh, well, we'll give you, 10p future cruise credit if or whatever.
Well, we don't know what they've
We don't know what.
yet.
I'm moaning without the knowledge, but
yes,
it just annoys me. It annoys me that there's
that
no
far ahead,
excuse
you think that they would have
for
known.
doing something that far and ahead.
Yeah,
no excuse whatsoever. It's very.
He's saying something as well. I believe these cruises cancelled because they don't want to pay the tariffs, but they're locked in the price. Have no idea. Yvonne's saying, please give us thumbs up. Yes, please do.
Oh, not us, I know.
Steve is also saying, I'd like to say if you've got the old package on Princess, you can change the new package as I have done. Yes, I'm sure you could do that if you wanted to, or if you booked before the change in your old package stands. So
we can have 57 soft drinks, 400 specialty coffees, and still have our alcoholic drinks. Is that right?
James is waving from LinkedIn. So hi, James. Lovely to see you.
James, you are
our first LinkedIn wave.
LinkedIn person ever.
So thank you so much. Let's have a look. If we got any more questions. I have wheels and I can travel as well. So it's lovely to see you, guys. Not guys, he's on his own. 52 sleeps until we travel for our next cruise on Iona. Just to say, Carole, it's never too early for Christmas pens or baubles. No, I have wheels, I can travel.
No,
yes.
You're not.
I'm thinking of someone else. Sorry.
You're thinking about wheels on wheels.
I am.
Totally
wheels
different person.
Wheels.
Yeah.
So lovely. Just say, like you say, it isn't ever too early, is it, Paulie, for baubles?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is too early.
Florida Lionel saying, will you go on P&O again in the future, or are they just not worth looking at? We would. We've had good cruises on
after
P&O.
My glowing moan at P&O,
No.
but there's still P&O ships we want to go on.
Yeah,
because we haven't done.
All we've done is Iona, Aurora, and Ventura,
and Oceania.
Yeah, but that's gone.
Yeah,
now.
but that's gone now. We'd like to do Britannia because lots of people.
Yes,
say good
I'd like to try Avia, and I'd like to do Azura.
Yeah. So we're not never saying never.
I think they offer a decent product for a cheap price. I think you need to just go in there with doing your research and know what your expectations are. But I still think that you can get some decent food on board, you can get some decent entertainment, and they do some cracking cruises from the UK for really good prices. So yes, certainly we would cruise with P&O again. So Amanda's just asking, hi both, hope you're well. Does Dan organise airport transfers as part of your holiday arrangements? Looking to get a cruise from Miami, so we need transfers in a hotel.
Yes, he does.
He will package anything together.
You want.
So yes, just let Dan know and he will do that. I've caught up with Dan because he's been away for 2 weeks on Virtuosa, so with his family. So I just caught up with him today. We were chatting only for about an hour today, so it was only a short chat, just catching up on things. Let's have a look. If there's people talking about Ozzy's funeral. Yes, Teresa and Gus were telling us today they had a disappointing Alaska cruise experience on Holland America Coningsdam regarding food and service, which was strange to see because we obviously not strange because we went on there a year ago and we had a suite and we were eating in Club Orange all the time. So our service was spectacular. Rotterdam and Saturn were great. Any other house ships you would recommend? So we are due to go back on Nordam. We did Nordam Asia cruise, which we're going to be starting our vlogs out, coming out after our Blackpool hotel. And we had a fantastic time. We also did Oosterdam, which was a fabulous ship too. So I hope that's a blip with Koningsdam because we've heard so many good things and very little bad. But you just don't know because things change, don't they? Yeah, the crew changes.
And I know, like Carole said, because we were in a suite, we could dining Club Orange, and what Coningsdam has got is a proper standalone Club Orange, which is not part of the dining room. Whereas on some house ships, Club Orange is a section of the dining room, which I don't feel gives you that same sort of specialness to it. It's like when you've got a specialty restaurant and it's in the buffet, and I don't like that. So we were going in Club Orange, which only seats 40 people, something like that, not many at all, and the service we got was exceptional. So we didn't really go anywhere near the main dining rooms, but the service everywhere else around the ship
was great.
We had no complaint. And obviously, what you can say is, when you're in Club Orange, you can actually pay to go in Club Orange, but the majority of the people in Club Orange is because they got a suite. Now, you could say, oh, because you're a suite guest, they're going to treat you better. Now, that may be true, but when you're out and about around the ship, they don't know.
They do if you show them
no,
cards.
but initially.
No,
but when you've got people coming up to you all the time to serve you, but we never had any issue with getting drinks or anything like that.
Things change on ships, don't they?
Totally,
and
but I'm just saying our
so thanks for your feedback to let people know. So it'll be interesting to see other people's feedback on Coningsdam. And we're sad that you've had not as good a time as we did, because it can be.
Because I quoted that earlier as one of my favourite cruises.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like we put stuff out when, on the rare occasion we do have a disaster and we put something out, and then we'll get somebody say, oh, well, I went on that ship 3 weeks ago and nothing like that happened, so you must be lying.
Yeah.
But everybody's experiences are different. And obviously that was probably 18 months, 2 years ago we were on there.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. So no, thanks for your feedback. So please, everyone, if you've got positive or negative feedback, let us know, because we want to hear it all. So that's an interesting question from JBM Travels. When choosing a hotel, what 5 things do you look for?
Number 1, a bed.
Yes.
A roof.
I'll answer it sensibly.
You don't look for a bed, no?
I always like a safe. Oh, that's one of my things. I like a safe. I like a fridge. I do like a lovely bed. I do like a sitting area, like we've just had in holiday in Blackpool. It actually had a corner settee.
Oh, don't tell them, because they got to watch the video. That's what you told me earlier. Oh, take and watch the video.
So I do like a separate sitting area, so you don't have to sort of, if I want to do a little bit of work on my laptop, I don't have to do it on a tiny little desk or on the bed. What else? I like a really nice big shower. Clean
and comfortable. Good size shower.
Yeah.
Nice comfortable bed. Location. Kettle.
Yeah. So hopefully that's more than 5. Johnny's just saying tips for Arvia. Get the water taxi in St. Martin's, spend a day at one of the beach bars. Also Palm Court Garden St. Kitts. So thank you so much. So everyone's telling us how to make a crumble now. So it's flour, butter and sugar. And Angela says she also puts orange oats in. I guess that would give it more crunch as well, wouldn't it?
Is that Quaker porridge?
And Gil and Sandra put ginger in their crumble as well.
Oh, we can't even make it, and they're doing all fancy crumbles.
So Colette's saying her itinerary is Mykonos, Suda, Hania, Piraeus, Kea is that Katakolon? Well, we can tell you for Mykonos looks like a very easy port to walk around from. We've not been there, but people that I've always wanted to go to Mykonos. Suda and Hania, you'll get a transfer in. We had a shuttle, didn't we?
Yeah.
Into Hania, and Hania's a lovely little harbour place to have a walk around. We had a lovely meal, didn't we? So a lot of ports in Greece are easy to access.
Easy to self-explore. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's got that like lovely horseshoe. No, like not horseshoe, like a scythe. How would you describe that? A scythe.
Like a harbour, like a horseshoe harbour.
But it's not a horseshoe, though, is it?
Well, it does go like that.
I thought it was just one side coming
down.
No,
because outside remember there was a little Azamara ship.
There was.
There was.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm delirious.
Delirious. Dave said, I love these lives, never know where the tangent will take us. Exactly, we never know, do that. So let's have a look. I got a fantastic... So I Hear What 26. I've got a fantastic time with Queen Elizabeth around Japan, especially with those Namahajis. We're off in a few weeks on Aurora to USA, Canada. I hope it's as good. Well, Aurora's a very different ship to Queen Elizabeth, but Aurora's got its own character.
Yes.
It's a lot smaller and not as grand as Queen Elizabeth, but I'm sure you'll have a fabulous time. And Life of the Park saying, is the daily check to see what discounts on Caribbean drinks package the most annoying pre-cruise game? Yeah, it is, because that is so dynamic, isn't it? The pricing of the 1 minute is like $60, the next minute is $110. So that is frustrating. I just wish they'd give you just one price.
As long as it's a lower price.
So, well, exactly that. Mark is asking, question from Sheila, what were the 3 poopy pant cruises for?
Well, top of the charts was 2 MSC, Opera and Virtuosa.
Virtuosa, it was a short cruise.
It was a short cruise, and
yeah,
it wasn't very good.
Well, in its elements, it was poorly because there was only 1,000 people on there, and we did quite enjoy the food on top. Okay.
Asking me, not you.
Okay.
Me.
But yes, MSC Opera.
MSC Virtuosa and Poopy Pants.
Our most upsetting one was Azamara with West
yeah,
Relations, how we were treated. However, that's not an opinion of the whole Azamara brand. It was an opinion of that team. And we've been on Azamara since and had a fantastic cruise.
That cruise, I suppose the best way to sum it up is that cruise had the makings of being one of the best cruises we've ever done, but it was severely soured by the treatment we received from guest relations. So I would say that's one of the poopy pants, but they have more than made up for it since.
Yeah. Sarah's asking, would we ever go on a longer world cruise in the future? Well, we've got our longest coming up in January, so stay tuned for that, which is our NORDAM, Holland American NORDAM, where we're going to Australia, South Pacific and New Zealand, which we're so excited about. So 42 days will be our longest, so we'll let you know we think about after that, because
if we're both still alive
and talking to each other,
because we haven't killed each other, and it's in an inside cabin.
So let's have a look. Kevin Austin's just saying, you get what you see. I see 2 wonderful, genuine, generous people. Oh, thank you, Kevin. So that's lovely to see. And then we've got, I remember watching an older video where you were on a small ship and you're able to go swimming out of the ship. What on earth was that? That was Royal Clipper.
Royal Clipper, yeah.
So Royal Clipper is part of a company called Star Clippers, and it's actually a rigged sailing ship. And it was the most fantastic experience. Very low-key entertainment, very sailing experience rather than a cruising experience, but fantastic itinerary. Like I say, swimming off the back of the ship. And
great service.
Yes.
Considering the size of the ship, I thought the food
excellent.
Exceeded our expectations.
Yeah.
And yes, Carole and Dan hounded me for well over a year to do that cruise, and I didn't want to do it because I thought it was going to be rubbish. And not for the first time in my life.
He was proved wrong.
I was wrong. It was brilliant.
The other ships that you can swim off are smaller yacht type cruises, which we did with Sail Croatia, and which we're doing for my 60th birthday in 2000. Well, next year. Next year, I'm 60.
Next year, because you're 59.
I know, I'm 59. So, but you don't actually you do. You get off the steps with that, but you swam directly off the yacht, and we're doing that with 35 of our favorite people. Not all of our favorite people. We have lots of favorite people, but there's lots of people that we've got to know very well. So that's really, really good. Gareth and Leanne Silk is just saying, Paul Reese said reports the Saga vessel had problems with soot. Apparently this has been rectified when Spirit of Discovery was in dry dock at Falmouth recently. Well, that's great to hear.
Well, it's great to hear. I haven't personally read that, but I'm not casting any aspersions.
We did talk about soot, didn't we? Because we had that same issue on Azamara.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know anything about it when I said, but it's just something I read because I don't, I usually read TikTok.
But these older ships do have those issues, which hopefully they can get sorted. So Claire's saying, mud, glorious mud is Flanders and Swan.
Do you want the next line? There's nothing quite like it for cooling the blood.
I've just noticed my balls are facing the wrong way.
So follow me, down to the hollow. No, I had never heard of them, Claire. I knew I'd know them if somebody gave me a song, and I do know them.
So Rose said she's seen some fun Halloween t-shirts being advertised. Might buy one of them. Yes, that's a good point. Something, isn't it? We need to get something for our Morella. We've got plenty of time, haven't we? Let's see what's around this year, isn't it?
We've got a friend, Kate, and she is the master of Halloween.
She is. She's having another party this year.
Well, what's going to happen is she's going to immediately tell us off because we won't be going to her Halloween party, obviously. But then, maybe she's got something left over.
Yeah, come up with a good idea. Yeah, Bridget's saying AI scare the apps to write books. You give the app the subject a couple of points and the app writes a book. I know. It's mad, isn't it? Frank and Jen also saying about AI. We can't stand AI. The AI voices and stuff. Frustrating to think AI.
So you're going to start singing "Oh MacDonald Had a Farm" then?
Frustrating to think there's no going back. We can only try to separate it from the real stuff. Yeah, and totally.
At the end of the day, it's like I haven't got a problem.
It's got its uses.
It's got its uses, and I haven't got a problem. Is if people want to be honest and say, right, I've put this video together, it's AI, blah, 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 blah. And if people want to watch it and they get 10 million views.
Wasn't it, with Visit With Us did an AI film and said this is totally AI, and we admire that honesty.
But it's when, in essence, they're basically fraudulently getting views because they're not telling people the truth. And that's what I find the most annoying. And the fact that a lot of it is a load of old cobblers and it's not even true what they're saying.
Yeah, but they're all about the views and getting the money.
And I said they don't care. They wouldn't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
This and take note of if people, it's a difficult one.
Yeah, but I'm not casting aspersions on YouTube. But if these videos are getting tons and tons and tons and tons of views, and there's adverts in them, then for YouTube it's like cha-ching.
Interesting to see what happens in the next year or so, won't it? Nick and Tracy are here. Who made it? Sorry, relate. It's been a long day playing catch up. No problem at all. I know you're busy at the moment, so just great to see you here. Jackie's just saying, when watching any of your videos, I've watched many of them 3 to 4 times. Does it help if we comment after we watch?
Yes.
There's a few things that people can do to help us, which doesn't cost you anything at all, is when our video goes out on Friday at 6 o'clock, what happens in that first hour denotes whether your video will be thrown out to the wider audience. So if you do remember, and our video goes out at 6 o'clock on a Friday, please just watch it. Even if you've watched it before, just play it, because the more views we get in that first hour really, really does help us. And if you give us a thumbs up, and if you also write a comment at that time, and every time you watch our videos, write another comment, even if it's just something, hi guys.
I love apple crumble. That's the new one now.
Oh, it's I love apple crumble.
Yeah.
Then that would be lovely. So any interaction is liked by YouTube. So that's a great question, Jackie. Thank you so much. MJ said they've had another cancel at P&O. It annoys me, Paul, because P&O went to cancel cruise. We had booked an Aurora 48 hours after they took our deposit. And like you say, it was then future cruise credit. Yeah.
Well, actually, that jogs my memory, whatever.
Jars, you're getting as bad as me.
Yeah, and they did exactly the same to us. They did exactly the same to us on Iona.
They did.
We booked on Iona.
With your dad.
We paid the deposit, and it wasn't 48 hours. It was the next day.
Yeah.
So, yes, and I forgot about that. So thank you, MJ, for jarring my jog.
Jarring your jog.
Yeah.
Corinne's saying, scary. While listening, I've downloaded a countdown app and I had a trip date. So I have 6 cruises plus 2 family holidays booked, but no wonder my savings are diminishing. But Corinne, you'll have the most fantastic, you'll have the most fantastic memories, and that's what life is about. So that's brilliant. Dave saying, with this AI, it's another thing that genuine hardworking YouTube channels will suffer, and those social media channels don't seem to want to police it. Exactly. And it is. Irene Barry said, hi, we're on Alaska last week and couldn't afford it. Thoroughly enjoyed our cruise. So that's great to hear. And Anna might say, yeah, Hania is like a horseshoe from
and that's exactly what I said, Anna Mike. Carole said it was shaped like a sickle, and I said it was a horseshoe. But if you watch that back and, maybe comment.
Are you going to AI it?
Yeah, I'm going to AI it. We can discuss it when we meet up next.
Do we have any Christmas themed stores? Bronner's Christmas store is this huge store that even has an exterior landscape with a nativity scene and animals. It ticks all the Christmas boxes. We get Christmas stores pop up towards Christmas, but they're just called Christmas stores, aren't they? They're not something that's there year round.
But there is a Christmas shop in Edinburgh which is open all year round because we went in it.
Yeah, there are actually.
Only one.
But there's not anywhere around here.
But nothing exciting where they got outside and stuff. No.
Will's saying he's got some rock left.
No.
We don't believe you. John is just saying Mykonos is a very easy walk from the ship, and they've got a huge pelican. They have called Petros, who wanders around the streets. Watch his big beak, because he will have you. And Amanda's saying that Mykonos has a little water taxi from the cruise port terminal. It's a wonderful port, very easy to explore. Lots of little alleyways to wander and get lost in. Yeah, I definitely want to. That's on my to-do list with Greece. Stephen said he had a problem in the Majestic Prison. They weren't labelling the food if it contained nuts. I was lucky that the missus says, stop, that's got nuts in the biryani. Oops. Stephen said he was busy watching YouTube videos in Alaska. Forgot you was on. Well, I hope you're watching our videos. And Bobby Robertson is saying, hello, Carole and Pauline Morgan. Hope you're both well. Greetings from Edinburgh.
Hello back.
Which you were just saying.
Literally, as I just mentioned, Edinburgh.
So Karen's off on Aurora 5 weeks today for 30 nights. Very, very nice. So Warren said, I really like have some Madeira, my dear. Do you know that
No,
one?
I don't. Maybe we'll get Alexa to play some.
So let's have a look. And yeah, so lots of people talking about IA. Oh gosh. AI.
Well, if I ever get a robot in to replace you, they'll know it's AI because it'll say
all my words
properly.
Right.
Yeah,
that's fine. So Laura saying AI is also a problem for authors and actual artists. They steal their work. Yeah, it is. It's just very frustrating. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's it, Paul, isn't it? We've been on for 1 hour and 10. So thank you so much for everyone who joined us this evening.
It was really nice.
It is. I've got a thumbs up. Yes. So like I say, if you could, give us a thumbs up and write a comment afterwards and then watch our video on Fridays at 6 o'clock, then that'd be great.
It'd be much
So
appreciated.
we are definitely, it is definitely next Thursday, isn't it, Paulie? Because you said it's Thursday, but...
Yes. Oh, look, I got some hearts.
Lovely. Yes. So we're going to be live again next Thursday. So we look forward to chatting to you all then.
Yes.
Anything to add, Paulie?
Nothing at all. Thanks ever so much for watching.
Yes.
We're always
and
very
go and
grateful.
enjoy your